Hello, Big Brother fans. This probably won't be your typical episode review. I haven't been able to do them for a while. Life has gotten crazy once again, and it just, yeah, I'll keep you up to date with the spoilers as they come when I can. There are two hurricanes coming to hit the islands, and so if I lose electric, of course I won't be able to watch the feeds and or get on here to let you know what's going on. And I did miss the very end part of the episode tonight, so I'm gonna have to watch it as it airs when it airs here. To let you know, because if I'm not mistaken, I didn't hear that there was going to be an HOH and there's no Battle of the Block, or I don't know, whatever. I didn't get to hear it, but anyway, tonight was a double HOH. The twist was announced that it was dead, at least for this episode. Double eviction night was announced, and Jocasta and or Zach would have been the first jury member. And she, Julie, whose dress was adorable, loved the color, let them know that even though they were out of the house, they were not necessarily out of the game. So, I mean, as soon as they go to have Donnie go in to go place his vote, all of a sudden I heard Derek start talking immediately about eviction talk, because they weren't sure, they kind of sort of were, hip to the idea that it might be double eviction night, but I don't know that they had fully prepared themselves, in terms of who are they going to throw up next, because as you could see from tonight's episode, it was at the last minute, in the 11th hour, basically, that it was decided that Zach was going to stay. Because all that time they decided they were going to, get rid of him. And then of all people, Caleb was the one that reminded them that he was a number, I still think that regardless if they had gotten rid of Zach, that they still would have had the numbers. Their alliance is a very strong alliance in terms of competitiveness. So, yeah. But anyway, it ended up that the only people that voted for Zach were the clueless ones, which was Donnie and Hayden, and everyone else voted Jocasta out. She was just as cute as pie when she went out to go talk to Julie. In fact, I'm going to tell you the truth, her talking to Julie was probably more talk than she's done in an entire week. She was no good at the game. She was just no good at the game. And of course we found out tonight that was because of some promises that she made. And you cannot go into that game. You cannot, let me say it again, you cannot go into the Big Brother game and expect not to lie and win. But you know what? She made it to jury, so she's guaranteed at least, I think it's something like $20,000 by the time all is said and done for the stipend, in terms of stipend. So, even though she didn't make it to the $50,000 and she didn't make it to the $500,000, at least she got $20,000 for her efforts. So then they went and they had the HOH competition, and it was a crazy rush evening, and I had things going on in the house, so I wasn't able to completely pay attention. So I will be rewatching it when it really airs here tonight. But he won the HOH. It was something like you were given a statement, and you had to think it was either exactly, less, or more. And it came down to the wire, and it was him and Christine. I was thinking, God, I would like to see Caleb, for some reason. I wanted to see Caleb win this fast nominations, where he couldn't be totally influenced for a long period of time by people, and instead of Christine. But now, if I really think about it, I really would have been interested in finding out what Christine would have done in terms of, at that point, showing her alliances. Because what's happening right now is she's backpedaling, and she's lying, and she's getting back into Nicole's good graces. But that's another story. Anyway, during the nominations, Caleb was able to fit in both of his sayings, which are, at the end of the day, and quite frankly, he says those ad nauseum. I'm so sick. Oh, and then the other thing he starts with, honestly, that's the other thing. If he starts a sentence with honestly, you can pretty much be assured that it's going to be a tall tale and it's not really going to be honest at all. He nominated Hayden and Donnie, and then they did the PO power veto, but we'll come to that in a sec because Team America was given another choice of things to do, and the thing is that they say you have only a few hours to do it, because what's going to happen is at probably like 11 o'clock tonight, they're going to be given their mission, because they have to, first of all, they have to decide they want to choose it, and then second of all, they're going to have to do get things into play, because I don't know if we're going to do the next HOH. See, that's the thing, I didn't get to hear it all the way through. But sorry, I'm exhausted. The mission that they were given was they could either choose one to go up, to get someone to go up as a pawn and then get them evicted, or create and name a fake alliance with those that they trust the least. If I know anything about Team America, they're going to go with number 2, because it will be easier, even though it's ridiculous that it would happen. It would be easier for them to do that than to try to get someone to, put themselves up as a pawn. No one at this point in the game is going to be that stupid. I'm just saying. Maybe Victoria, but I doubt it. And then get them evicted. There's no way that's going to happen. So the only way to really seal the $5,000 into their pocket is by doing that. So anyway, they go ahead and they do the power veto, and it was kind of sort of, if I'm not mistaken, like the Jeff episode where, the clown shoe. Yeah, it was that. So they had to find the duckies and bring it back, and it looked like Donnie got hurt. And I haven't been able to watch a whole lot of the feed since it went down, because I'm babysitting, and he was able to win. And instead of like allowing Donnie to be happy for his win, Caleb had to run right up behind him and tap him and say, "Look, I got the gold medal. Okay, you're the man. Yay." But guess what? Second place is first place loser. Unless he's going to try to say, "I didn't want you to go, Donnie. I really didn't want you to go." But he's had a boner for Donnie for some reason for a very long time. But he probably is going to use that to his advantage. Like, I slowed down to let you win. Because that's just the way that Caleb rolls. Anyway, they then had to use a replacement, and Hayden was put up in his place. And immediately, because they knew at some point, they being the detonators, knew that at some point the only way they would be able to get rid of Hayden was to backdoor him, and so Hayden was put up, and it was by no, it was just written in the sands that he was going to go. So I didn't hold my breath. The only people that voted to get Nicole out was Cody and Donnie, and if I'm not mistaken, I bet you anything Christine is probably saying I was the one that voted to keep you. But anyway, so that's that with that. I should be back. Like I said, I'm not sure how things are working with Battle of the Block and or power nominations and power of veto and the next upcoming days, if the power allows me to do so. And any other things that happen in the house that I feel are, that you'd be interested in hearing about. All right, I'll see ya. Bye.